They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
From the 31, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. The Giants at 9-3 here on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Here we go, here we go.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And back to Sermon on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Sermon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Ready,
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll run with Sermon. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He finds Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
This will be caught by Brown. Oh, look at the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the counter, Sermon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a give running left is Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off play action. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
to this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here on 1st down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Second and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jones on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gano's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gault. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Trap 60.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, open man right side is Tony. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Gets around him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Kadarius Toney from 6 yards away. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gano for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Hold the check.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On first down, Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sanders is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hurts
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
18
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing, Jones. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
To throw on second and 10. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A handoff to Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Panther 11.
Hurts will throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Jones throw caught by Tony.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A run between the tackles with Breida, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass complete, Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.